please have your attention? I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
It's the Bar Rated Podcast.
This world still got it. It's still got a chance. Yeah!
The president in 1981. Which Star Wars episode was the destruction about to run? Grab the smartest friends, you know it's time to start the game. R-rated trivia, we're here to train your brain.
Can I please have your attention? I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
It's the Bar Rated Podcast.
I don't even think anybody could just hear me right now. I think everybody is muted. And, and Lee, you muted yourself. But, oh, no, that's fine. Now I think everybody can hear us now. Again, Colt isn't here today, and this is how we screwed it up. At least I figured that out before we continued on for too long. It's Goldberg, and it is the week of the 30th of July, 2024. We've got a lot going on in the world of trivia today. But, yes, now that you can hear me, I am live with Lee Todd, your guy, and one of my buddies from the Heartbeat Music Festival, and also Carl, who is that black screen over there. From Two Guys Comic Collectibles.
We're making it work. Okay, look, now you should be able to see me now. There I am. There it is. Look at that.
We figured it out.
It's like I know what I'm doing.
Well, I mean, Carl, you and I have been working on putting this comic on for, it seems like, like 2 months
At least, yeah.
I remember it was so long ago that we started working and trying to plan this all out that I was like, yeah, we got plenty of time. Like, there's no rush.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, I could only tell you no so many times before I finally was like, all right, let's see what this guy wants and give him a shot.
Yeah, well, here we are, and we're geared up. There's 20 vendors. Lee Todd is going to be playing live. We've got Adelaide, you're here playing like in the morning. Then we got DJs in the afternoon. Then we got Adelaide Pumpkin.
No, we do. I didn't say no, I said oops.
And there's going to be a ton going on, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what Lee's been up to as well. I'm sure you've been out playing a bunch of shows, and we can't wait to see you play, because Murphy got rained out. It's been a year, I think, since I played Puddle-Town. So. No, you played
that's right, New Year's Eve as well.
Yes, a super well-attended, packed house for New Year's Eve.
It was actually a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And I did not get hit by any Nerf bullets, so I consider the night a success.
I tried shooting you plenty of times, but I didn't have this thing. I didn't have the fell out, but so I can't show you what it is. But I didn't have the Striker 2.0 that picked me up here in the wall. I'm not going to do that Saturday either. But before we talk about our entire,
I got it.
Well, I'm going on here anyway. I'm going to go and talk about our schedules real quick when it comes to our trivia nights that are happening this week. Of course, our Monday games are going to show live on Tuesdays now, but we are still excited to be at Illicit Brewing in $5 bar rated games, then we are excited to announce that the Wooden Tavern Vernon is coming back. We haven't been there since pre-COVID. That was actually one of my first trivia nights that I ever hosted myself, was at the Wooden Tavern Vernon. As we were starting, I don't think it was it called Bar Rated? No, we were at Tully Cross Tavern before that in Manchester. It was called Bar Rated then, and then we moved to Tully Cross there. So we're excited to be back at Vernon. And then, of course, tons of games going on tonight, including two sliders locations, Wallingford and Middletown today, and another new place, the Truck Bar in Berlin. Have you ever played there, Lee?
I haven't played there, but I've heard amazing things about it, and the pictures are incredible.
It was the old billiards place. I couldn't remember what the name was. Down there by Tractor Supply and by the movie theaters on the Berlin Turnpike. But yeah, I've heard awesome things about it, and we're going to be starting trivia there on the 6th of August. Then our Wednesday event.
Somebody said it's too loud.
Oh, the music is too loud? Here, that's fine. Again, I don't have Colt here. So
Maybe not play music.
All right, so fine. We'll turn the music off now at this point.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll add music in and post.
Okay, yeah, she's saying it was so loud that she couldn't hear us.
Really, that's usually where it's set to. All right, well, we have the music off.
Well, we
now.
turned it off.
We miss you, Cole.
Shout out Hannah for
Thank
telling
you.
us that the music was too loud.
Yeah, Hannah, let me take this off. I'm not supposed to be doing all the back end stuff. That's supposed to be Colt right now. So that's
I mean, there's a small chance that she doesn't know how to work her phone, and she says the volume turned up too loud. But hey, what do I know?
Yeah, no, that is true too. But if you can't hear us, that's not important. We want people to be watching and hanging out.
Yeah, right.
Back to the schedule real quick. 3 more Slider Sports Bars: Berlin, Plainville, and Southington, all happening this week. I won't be hosting any of them. Next week, though, I will be. I don't know where. Thursday, Open Play for Aero Dodge is off for this week, but we have a full schedule of trivia games for you. And, of course, on the weekend, Friday through, we got Worthington Winery happening this week, and Sarah's Route to Rise Yoga Friday night at 6 p.m. Should be a beautiful day. You'll be doing yoga on the river and much, much more. So we've got your phrase of the week coming up in a little bit, but while Carl's video is actually working and we have Lee here, let's talk Puddle-Con real quick. And Lee, because you haven't been here with us since December, let me at least ask you, have you been to a comic book convention before? Like, or I'll start with that question.
No, I have not.
Well, I'll follow that up with, what is your comic book prowess? Like, are you into pop culture, like comics?
I am, as an adult, I am more into it than I was as a kid. Mm-hmm. As a kid, I was actually far too nerdy, so I went
too nerdy for comic books.
I went Dungeons and Dragons. I was cool.
All right.
Yeah,
But they kind of go hand in hand a little bit, though.
There was some crossover, but not for me. But I have, as
there
an
are
adult,
Dungeons and Dragons comics.
Yeah, as an adult, I have come to love it.
For everything. All right, yeah, same thing for me. I am not the best reader. I don't like sitting, so reading a comic book was always hard. I collected them, but I always liked, I'm a kid of the 90s, so, the X-Men cartoons and the Spider-Mans and everything that Marvel did with their original cinematic universe of all those shows, that's what I was really big into. But seeing these movies now, like, I still don't collect comic books as much, but seeing them now, I get to kind of live them out, I guess, the way you would have in your, maybe not the same way, but your imagination of reading the book and taking it in.
I did have a good friend who was very much into it. So when X-Men became a thing,
you were in the know.
Late 80s, early 90s, I was in the know. Because
you were friends with a cool kid that was in the know?
He was much cooler than me. He would school me on that. He was also a phenomenal artist and would study the style of the drawings and copy all of that as well. It was pretty amazing.
Hopefully you draw better feet than Rob Liefeld, though. Yes. And then, Carl, you, of course, own a comic book shop.
I do.
How many conventions have you been to? Or is there not even a way to count them?
No, there's no way to count.
It's like Beer Fest with me. I don't know. I go to, there's a bunch a year, and you go to all them. So this will be my first convention, and I'm excited to be doing it here at Puddletown. It's my birthday weekend. We did a music fest last year. We're having music in it, though, this year, and we're doing a comic book festival. But it's not just comic books, right? I keep saying that. It's a Comic-Con. You tell everybody, what can we expect from the vendors that we are having here?
So, vendors, we've got a little bit of everything. We've got some local artists. We've got some clothing vendors. Got guys who are going to be dealing mostly in comics, guys who are going to be dealing in action figures, toys, games, Funko Pops. I mean, you name it, we'll probably have somebody doing it. I'm excited about the local artists. We have one who he actually makes his own. A couple of make their own comic books. So that should be pretty cool to see. And one who has a comic book, or actually a graphic novel rather, coming out. So he'll be here promoting that. We have a really diverse group. I'm very excited for it. And then obviously, as you said, we got the food trucks, musicians, Lee, and a couple DJs, and Crumble Cookie, which I actually was just down there this morning.
Gracious, really?
Yeah, I was down
I
there.
was surprised.
I was down there this
We got
morning.
pizza,
I was just at
cookies,
Crumble Cookie this morning. They will be here. They're very excited. I think it's going to be a really good time. I think it's going to be a great turnout. The response has been fantastic. Hopefully, everybody shows up. Weather's looking great. So I think it's going to be really, really good.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to testing out the parking capabilities of Puddletown. I mean, between the vendors, we have 20 vendors, so that's 20-ish vehicles already off the rip that we have to find places for. We've got plenty of parking in our parking lot, but then we have a huge property as well. So I'm bringing in extra staff to be here to help out and get everybody around. We got ice cream for sale, too. Shouldn't forget that. We got Dough Witch.
Yeah.
And I'll be selling Nerf blasters.
Yep.
I got way too many. I just bought 6 more yesterday, so I gotta clear out the attic of some of those. But and then Colt's not here to explain it, but he's gonna set up another DJ area outside, Lee, where we did the music last year. Colt is gonna set up, and he has this whole plan. He's gonna have a TV screen. And apparently he's bringing his rabbit, and there's going to be other types of activities he's doing. Colt is very excited, and I haven't been able to really figure out what it's going to be, but he is a Comic-Con aficionado himself. So I don't know what to expect from that, and this is just going to be fun. I see this as the first of many.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're going to do this now and then figure out in the winter when it's colder and we got the heaters going, we could do something smaller and, through around here.
Well, I think if anybody hasn't been here before, they can't appreciate how cool this facility is and how much space you have, both indoors and outdoors.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be awesome for this event.
Oh, please. To have a comic book convention and a Nerf museum.
Yep. You're gonna have Nerf games going outside, right? Or Aero Dodge or Gel Blasters or
We're
something.
going to definitely have gel blasters going on outside. We have our outdoor arena. Actually, I do have a
just
picture.
saw the obstacle course, too, which is
you a
pretty
nice drone
amazing.
shot. Yeah, there it is.
Yes, that's the nice drone shot.
Courtesy of me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very mowed very well, but that is an aerial shot, thanks to Carl and his drone, of the area out there. So, yeah, we're going to be playing out there, too. I've got a bunch of new gel blasters I just picked up, and there's going to be more. We're just going to be making stuff up basically as the day
It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of fun.
One thing
definitely gonna be a lot of fun.
One thing we won't have is a full celebrity panel. I'm sure that we will talk. I've been toting that we were gonna have a celebrity, and I was gonna be like, yeah, it's me. I'm the celebrity. And
we will be live streaming.
But Lee's here now. We got Lee's. We can do a panel with the three of us sort of right now.
Well, we're gonna be doing live streams. We got Dads with Nerdy Ambitions. That's the local podcast. That is a good friend of mine. He's gonna be here.
Are they gonna come in? They need to use.
He'll be sitting. I told him, he could come and sit, and he's gonna be, doing his thing, and I'm gonna be, probably set up a camera and just run a live stream all day of the whole event, so people can get a feel for it, see what they're missing out on. If anybody is hesitant to come out, but you shouldn't be, because it's completely free, and there's nothing else going on the 3rd. So. And
if you're saying to yourself, New Hartford is a far drive, first off, it is. All right, it's depending on where you are.
Depends on where you are, exactly.
Listen, I lived in New Britain for 13 years, and to think that it's 55 minutes to get to Manchester from here still boggles my mind. But it's true. What I will say that's awesome about New Hartford is that there's plenty to do when you get to this area.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're looking for, there's great antique shops. There's some good restaurants. Not that you're going to want food. We got Randy's Worcester Street Pizza, which is some of the best pie ever.
I think a better way to put it so people understand where you are, because that sounds a little daunting, 55 minutes. I'd say if you're familiar with Avon, you're 10 minutes from Avon.
It's not far from
you're
Avon.
10 minutes from Avon.
If that's the way you want to put
it.
That's
how I would look at it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right on Route 44. It's not.
Right, yeah, you're right. You're right here.
Oh, yeah. You can get, actually, if you take a left-hand turn out of this driveway and head straight on 44, you eventually end up right in front of the Yard Goat Stadium without taking any turns
whatsoever. It's right there. That's still Route 44. But I was going to say one other thing. There's plenty of like nature hiking out in this area too, right on the Farmington River.
Got Satan's Kingdom is right there.
Yeah, you want to go tubing during the day too? Go down there, and if you like going to breweries, Brewery Legitimus is literally 0.1 mile up the road from us right here. So you can make a full day of it. Come to Puddle Fest and see. Puddle-Con, sorry. That's only the first time that I've done it.
It is. That is the only time you've done it,
Yeah. No, we've been promoting Puddle-Con this whole time. I haven't messed it up.
Puddle Fest was last year. That's what was the
It was. We did Puddle Fest. That was the trial. It was a lot of fun. And man, I wish I had the picture still in. You came, and again, thank you so much for setting up the PA system. And we had, who was it? Jeremy from from Professor of Sweet Music at the time.
Hannah's Field was here.
Hannah's Field played.
Yep.
And then we had Wheel Out, which is my boy Roosta from the Fear Nuttin' Band. Full rock reggae band. They played for like 2 hours.
Oh, it was amazing.
They just did. Roosta will sing all day leading up to a show, and then when the show's over, he's still singing. It's it's a lot of fun. And then Lee, of course, closed out the night. But this is going to be fun, and we're going to learn some stuff. And I can't wait to check out what's for sale or. Should I bring some comic books that I think they're worth something? Would I be able to trade or?
I mean, anything's possible.
Anything is possible, I guess. Somebody asked me if with the gel beads that we have here, the gel blasters, like, can you eat these? And my answer was, well, you could technically eat anything.
Yeah, at least once.
The parents really didn't like me saying that to their kid, but then but you shouldn't. You shouldn't eat these.
Do not eat the.
You could eat. You could eat this whole water bottle if you wanted to. Nobody's gonna stop you except for life. So yeah, Puddle-Con is this weekend. It is free. Parking is gonna be what it is.
Yeah,
get out of here.
We have plenty of parking though.
There's plenty of parking. Listen, what I'm trying to figure out is because we have a huge lot next to us over here. We got the property owner, and I'm sure I'm going to talk to him this week. Like, we got overflow. I'm not worried about parking. I'm just worried about it not being. I'm a control freak. So if the one thing, I'm not worried about setting the vendors up in here. I'm not worried about the weather. I'm worried about, are people going to be able to get here, park the cars, get on in, because we just haven't done that before. But we want to do more and more and more of these events here. And
I think you got enough room to put 2 cars.
There's
in, 2
hundreds
cars out,
of
so
acres here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like the largest personally owned property on all of like New Hartford commercial. We really love our landlord. So thank you for letting us have fun on it. Am I missing anything?
12 to 6. I think we said that, but it is 12 to 6.
12 to 6. Yeah.
12 to 6.
Absolutely free.
Absolutely free. It's the place to be.
Yeah. Gonna be as excited as this guy right here.
Yeah.
Super excited.
Tell me you know what that is.
Are you asking me?
I am asking you.
You're asking
you said
me.
This guy. What is that guy?
Do you want me to call him a sand person or a Tuscan Raider?
There we go.
Or do you want? Does he have a specific name?
I just wanted to hear you say Tuscan.
That's Doug right there. That's
Doug
the Tuscan Raider.
Yeah. That's gonna be me all day.
It could be.
That's gonna be me directing traffic.
It could be Boba Fett as well.
That's not. No. No.
I think I'm out geeked today.
Do you want me to tell you what the stick's called in his hand too?
Go ahead.
Bantha stick.
There you go.
Jesus. Because I watched Boba Fett. I didn't like it, but I watched it. All right. Carl here from Two Guys Comics and Collectibles. Lee Totten here from himself and his musical prowess. Where are you playing live? Before we go back to our schedule and fill us out, you got any plugs?
I am actually
other than Puddle-Con.
Playing Thursday down on Long Island. My first time ever down there.
Really? What part?
Playing Southampton.
Okay.
Right on Cooper's Beach.
Nice.
So
I've heard
doing
of
a
it.
singer-songwriter night there, so that should be kind of fun. Friday night I'll be back east with my buddy Anthony Kraft and Big Joe.
I love back east.
Yep, doing a songwriters night there as well. And then Saturday, of course, I'll be here. So excited for all those.
Excellent. And I love these songwriter. Explain that real quick to everybody, because you guys, it's sort of like you're playing songs and talking about what they're all about.
Yeah, so we've been very fortunate. I mean, I think this is one of the best times that I've seen for the music community in Connecticut, certainly amongst the indie bands. So much talent, so many great musicians and great people. But we've been doing a lot of work called Songwriter Rounds, which comes out of Nashville. So you'd get 3 people on a stage at the same time, and we would all tell a story and play a song, and then Carl would go and tell a story and play a song, and then you would tell a story and play a song, and we just go back around. So it's a lot of fun. A great way to sort of hear a bunch of different music and hear the stories behind them as well. So.
Yeah, I think I saw you guys doing that. Was that the kind of the concept down at West Side Square when I was down that time. Yeah, you're playing with Joe and a couple other people. Yeah, that was really cool. And it's part of the other reason with getting like Randy's Worcester Street up here. We've got a tent out front now, like a big 10 by 20 tent for the picnic tables. Like we want to get more food trucks so you can BYOB, have food here, and then have more live music at Puddletown with events like that and that kind of setup. So that is super awesome, and you'll be here on Saturday.
Saturday, I can't wait.
It's and as soon as we have more information on Heartbeat Music Festival, we're gonna have that. If what next year's plan is going to be, or if there's gonna be something this winter. It's cool that you guys went to Art Street afterwards. I was so
that was
wet
crazy.
and tired, and I had a car full of wet stuff. And
I'll be honest, I did not make the whole night. I did totally pull an Irish goodbye.
Good.
And somewhere in the evening just wandered on off, but it was a lot of fun. Again, those guys, Ian and everybody at Art Street, were great about letting the entire cast and crew of Heartbeat crash there, and we just basically created a lineup, and folks just went on and played a set, and it was pretty amazing.
That's awesome. Well, we'll keep you posted on Heartbeat. And Carl, any other things we're missing about Puddle-Con, or any plugs? You got any other events coming up for you?
No, I mean, we'll be at I haven't announced anything yet, but we're going to be at a couple different conventions and fairs and all that type of stuff, lining everything up, getting our fall, end of summer, beginning of fall schedule ready. Then I'll be posting that online. But no, I'm very excited. I think this is going to be a very good day.
Yeah.
What are the most popular franchises these days in terms of comic books? Like, what are the ones that everybody really is excited about?
I mean, Spider-Man is tried and true. Spider-Man, if you had to put a gun in my head right now and say, like, what is the most popular comic series, I'd say Spider-Man. Because between just regular Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and everything in between,
there's so many now.
Yeah, it's just that seems to be the one that, like, the younger generation, the kids who are just starting to get into it are coming in and wanting to read. Deadpool, obviously not appropriate for children, but all the kids know about it from Fortnite and everything else, and they all want to read everything Deadpool. And Ninja Turtles. Surprisingly enough, Ninja Turtles is holding strong.
Legs in like a resurgence over the past couple of years.
Definitely.
But is it like super heavy Marvel right now over DC, or does DC have any legs?
No. DC, no. I mean, you're going to start a fight with this whole conversation. But
I'm not saying is it not good.
But the short answer is no. Marvel is crushing DC in every possible.
I've always
category.
been a full Marvel fan, and I've said millions of times that Batman is like the greatest Marvel superhero. He just happens to be in another set of comic books.
See what James Gunn brings to the table. But
well, if it's anything like the Creature Commando preview that I saw of his first offering with James Gunn, I'm sure it's going to be just fine.
But as of right now, no, it's all things Marvel.
Yeah, well, it's at least, and not to go into the deepness of it, maybe you can agree. Marvel, you could take yourself and say, I could be Spider-Man. Peter Parker was just a regular person that got bit by a radioactive spider. Tony Stark is just a really smart guy that built the suit for him. Other than like a Thor, which is, you're going into the gods there, you could be basically any superhero. DC are all gods.
No, Batman.
Except for Batman, the best Marvel superhero. Every other person in the Justice
Flash.
League,
Green
is
Lantern.
kind of a god. Green Lantern got a ring.
They're not gods.
True. Okay, they're not all gods.
They're all more or less regular people. I don't know what your point was.
It was before you
the
debunked
closest
it
thing
with
to
them,
a
yes.
god in the DC universe would be Superman.
Wonder Woman.
Okay, fine.
The
Maybe
Martian guy. He's pretty powerful.
Martian guy.
Yeah, isn't it Marvin the Martian?
I feel like Marvel, even
Marvin the Martian.
No.
The Warner Brothers.
No, who's the green guy in the Justice League? The Martian Manhunter. Is that his name? Guy with the red cape. He changes. He can shapeshift.
Dextro.
No.
What the hell are you?
The guy in he was in the movie at the deleted scene. We'll look it up after. Put it in the comments.
I
You know
feel
what I'm
like-
talking about.
I feel like-
There's a green guy with a cape. He's the Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, fine. You're making me go crazy at this point. I
I
don't
feel
know.
like Marvel, like even going back to the early comic book days, they really had a better handle on the crossovers and mixing the universe and creating the interconnections, so that if you were into any Marvel, you got exposed to the rest of the Marvel through the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that God statement's throwing me out.
Well, I won't use. I try
The
it
only
out.
gods are like Thor and Loki
This is
and Zeus. they're gods.
Those are gods.
Yes,
but I'm saying
but-
Marvel are mostly like real people that have had
So is
enhancements
DC.
done. Well, I guess you're right, but Marvel's better. It doesn't matter. All right.
You notice I'm not weighing in on this too much.
Yeah, no.
And I'm not winning a fight with the comic book shop owner.
Yeah, that's an argument you'll lose.
Yeah, I'm saying, no, you win. You're right. I'm wrong. We'll edit that out in post as well. All right.
Sure, that's what we'll do.
No, there's no post. This is all live.
Yeah.
All right. So, Puddle-Con this weekend. Come down, hang out, check it out. What do you got to lose? Nothing except for the money that you will be paying to some awesome vendors for some great swag that you are going to be looking for. We got your phrase of the week coming up, but let me go through our schedule one more. Oh, that's Lee. Where am I? Hey.
The schedule, but if you give it
This is
to me, I'll
why
read it.
Rob doesn't get to do this live.
This is why Colt is, we need
There
Colt
you
here.
go.
There
There
we
you
go.
are.
All right, everybody. All right, so one more time, you can find our full schedule on our Bar Rated Entertainment website or find it at Bar Rated ENT on social media. But there you go, brand new stuff happening at Wooden Tap in Vernon on Mondays. We're excited to be there. Truck Bar in Berlin starts next week with Colt, who is not here. He's going to be your host down there. Then Wednesday, it is chock full of Sliders locations that were all gifted to us by somebody that used to do trivia there before and decided to not play by the rules. And so now we got 5 new locations. And come and check it out. We're super excited to be with Sliders Thursdays. Oh, this freaking fly has been flying around me the whole time. I thought I got it. Thursdays, chock full schedule. Same thing with the weekend. We will be at Worthington Winery up there in Summers. All right. Anything else I'm missing before I do the phrase of the week? Because then we're basically done.
No.
All
Come
right.
on out Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come out Saturday. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm just gonna keep. Yeah. Hope you're not sick of hearing about Puddle-Con, because that's all you're gonna hear about this whole week.
Oh, yeah. No, we're blasting it up. He's promoting it. We got the street signs thanks to Hartford Distributors and Ghost Energy for sponsoring and getting us those. Actually, I had a couple of people call me up and say that they saw them down in Canton, the one that you put out
Nice.
down there. Yep, exactly. So, did he ever call you the record guy?
The record guy.
Guy wanted to sell records or other kind of like pop culture.
Oh, it's probably.
It's like an older guy.
Yeah, I know who that is. He works with us. He kind of has like a bit of a little bit of an accent. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's his name? Fucking
Is it Bob or something?
Bob. Yeah.
Is
Bob.
he coming?
I don't know. He hasn't talked to me, but I know Bob. I know Bob really well.
Bob,
Bob's
if you're
Bob's
watching,
a great guy.
I said I don't know if we have tables up, and he's got a storage unit across the street. So.
Yeah, no, Bob's a character.
He is.
Great guy. He's
Yeah.
got a ton of stuff.
All right, well,
I'll
maybe-
reach out to him.
Maybe Bob will be here.
I'll
ladies
reach
and
out to
gentlemen.
Bob.
All right.
I know Bob.
All right, everybody. Oop, wrong button. Nope, Lee's back in the thing again.
Back on the featured
Yeah, how does
screen.
this? Yeah, for
There you go. Oh, no.
Why wouldn't you be featured?
There
We'll
you
get
go.
Lee
I
playing some
appreciate it.
music here next time. Let's do the phrase of the week, ladies and gentlemen, and we will get out of this broadcast because I miss you, Colt. Definitely love you. Phrase of the week, you're going to use it at your locations for the Bar Rated and Hot Fingers events for some bonus points. You get a bunch of bonus points. Actually, you get 5 bonus points for a Bar Rated game, which is a lot, but 200 for a Hot Fingers. Yes, we've got Carl as the. Well, we always put a sort of clue in a
Okay.
picture
Yeah.
for what the phrase is. It's all scrambled up, but I will tell you that it has to do with Puddle-Con. All right? One of the words isn't Puddle-Con, but you have to unscramble the phrase, and then you're going to get bonus points at your respected game that you go to. 5 points for a Bar Rated game, 200.
I'm literally trying to solve it right now.
I solved it earlier, but I did make a mistake at first, but I did figure it out.
Listen, they don't have to be all in the right order, but the main thing is now you know this if you haven't really watched the show, because a lot of people just skip through the show.
Yeah.
And they just wait for the phrase at the end. So the marketing genius that I am, I said, hey,
They're
let's
gonna
make
be
the
like, wait a
announcement.
minute, what is
Yeah, you like that?
I do like that,
There
yeah.
we go. There's not much we can do with advertising, but there we go. All right. So there you go. That's your phrase, ladies and gentlemen. We will put it at the end of the show. Thank you so much to Carl and to Lee for coming down here or up here, actually, into the great woods of New Hartford. And it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys, and if you want to come and see all my new Nerf blaster toys as well, I definitely, Lee, show that one.
There's no shortage of Nerf blaster toys.
So Lee's got the the sniper rifle, gel blaster. Carl, you got what? I forgot what that one's called. That's not the torrent. That's the sender.
Mine's automatic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't like how it holds though, but it's fun. It's nice that it does. But this, everybody, you've maybe seen me on the show before, and I've told you go and get this. Yeah, it's kind of Halo-ish. Yeah,
I like it.
But right there, you can get this, the Dart Zone. What is this called? The Striker 2.0. It's either a clip-fed.
Come shoot your friends in the face with.
Or it's a Tommy gun.
With Nerf blasters on Saturday.
Oh yeah, we got the eye protection and everything, so we'll be out there. But yeah,
again, if you haven't been here, I don't think I can accurately describe just how many Nerf blasters there are.
It's a Nerf mecca.
Behind Goldberg. It's yeah.
This isn't even.
I know. That's just what's out.
The whole hallway full down there. So.
I may have a problem, but I will remind everybody that this all started though with a bet that my wife and I had, and because we were talking about how I had a lot of blasters and she had a lot of shoes, and I said, well, you can't make money off of your shoes. She's like, you're not going to make money off of these. I said, I bet you I could figure out how to do it.
Out there
I was going to say, in the day of OnlyFans,
for more women's shoes.
But she hasn't done that, is what I'm saying.
She didn't need an OnlyFans. Just go on eBay, women's shoes, pre-worn, and I guarantee you she'd put you out of business in a week.
That means that she would sell her shoes.
Yes.
You tell her that.
Okay. If I ever meet this mysterious woman, I will tell her.
My wife, yes. She'll be here at Puddle-Con.
I do like the concept, though, is take your man passion and call it a business, and then you can justify all the crazy purchases we're all going to make anyway.
God.
Yep. I mean, that's what I did. I loved collecting, so hey, I'll open a comic shop, then I get all the cool stuff.
You did the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm walking out of Target yesterday with a cart full of brand new blasters. It was like Christmas drop between Nerf and Dart Zone, and I didn't feel bad about it at all.
No, and I always need one more guitar.
Well, yeah, we all have our passion, but you make money off of that. So that's So the three of us collectively are living our best lives, right? Perfect. All right, everybody. That's that. I think we talked long enough. Please come and check us out at Puddle-Con. That is this Saturday, and then I don't even have the updated thing, but I could throw this up. The next one of these is not June 29th. It is August 17th. We're going to have another Pandemonium event. We'll talk about that next week, our Pandemonium event. And then this is not the other. Anything else I got to show? Any other graphics? No. They're sponsored by Play It Against Sports. There we go. Getting paid. 3, 2, 1. All right. Ladies and gentlemen specifically in front of me, thank you very much.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Any other plugs? Anybody?
No.
Anything we get out? All right. That's it. Don't forget to spay and neuter your cats and dogs, tip your bartenders, and never cross the streams. This has been a presentation of Bar-Rated Entertainment Acoustic. No sound or anything like that because...
Yeah, shout out Hannah for saying it was too loud.
Thank you, Hannah, for saving our show. And
I bet she's not still watching.
That's fine. Nobody's...
Carl clearly has job security.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm looking out.
Colt has job security, too.
Not me.
No.
I don't want that. I'm not supposed to. I'm just supposed to be the talkie guy. All right. Peace and love, everybody. We'll see you next time.
We're going to have some fun. We're calling it Hot Fingers Trivia now. Because you got to answer quickly for more points.
Yeah, if you played the game here before, which it's nice to see a lot of familiar faces, welcome back. No sheets, no pens for tonight. We are playing a game on our phone. Hot Fingers!
Question number 24, this is the final question in this round. Give yourself a few minutes to go grab some more brews, take a rest if you need to.
The process in which an atom's nucleus splits into smaller parts is called what?